stay longer, you need a visa. It
Yes.
dependently which kind of visa. And so in this case, the job seeker visa allows you to stay here for 6 months. But it's very important that you should.
We are here again. I am with Tidy again. So this is the second part of the interview. Not interview, but the discussions about visa in Germany. What are your possibilities to come here legally? We are talking about legal, access to Germany, and there are lots of types. Whether maybe you have a German husband, you can come here, or you having a master's studies here, and after that, you can when you land a job, you can also have a working visa in Germany. But I just want to, I'm so curious about to know, or just Tidy can tell us about, landing a job here and is allowed to work here with a job seekers visa. So
Right.
you don't have a work here, you don't have a work first, but you are just seeking for a job.
Yeah.
So maybe can you just tell our viewers now what are the requirements that you can have this kind of visa, and you process it in Mexico.
Yeah, exactly.
So
It's from
what
Mexico.
was your journey? How come?
Well, everything started because I want to move here,
Mm-hmm.
but I wasn't thinking really to do a master. Like, I didn't want to come for a master. I want to come here for a job, for
Yes.
working. So I looked into the embassy page in Germany, in Mexico,
Mm-hmm.
and well, I found this job seeker visa. And
Mm-hmm.
well, what this visa allows you is you can stay here in Germany for 6 months and look for a job in these 6 months. And once you get a job, you can stay, and you can change
Visa,
your job seeker visa for a
working
work
visa.
visa.
And you say that you are allowed with this job seekers visa.
Mm-hmm.
So that means that you don't have a work, but you are going to find a work in Germany when you come here in Germany.
Yeah, because sometimes it's a little bit difficult to look for a job in Germany when you are in the other side of the world,
Yes.
because sometimes for the company means like they have to move you from your country to here. So
It
sometimes
costs
it's,
money.
yeah, so sometimes it's not very affordable for them, or it's not very simple. So you are allowed to, normally in Mexico you are allowed to stay here for 180 days, like
Yes.
3 months, without visa.
Yes.
It's like 3 months, something like that. But if you want to stay longer, you need a visa. It
Yes.
dependently which kind of visa. And so in this case, the job seeker visa allows you to stay here for 6 months. But it's very important that you should know that you are not allowed to work in these 6 months with that job seeker visa.
Yes. So you are, but you are allowed to find a job.
Yeah.
And then my question is that what are the requirements? Uh, there, because you studied business, international business.
Yeah.
And what are the requirements that you can go here and find a job?
So first, you have to check that your studies
Mm-hmm.
are comparable with the ones here in Germany. So for that, you have two options. The first
Mm-hmm.
option is to go to the website called Anabi,
Yes, I know this.
and you have to look for your university, and you
Yes.
have to look which kind of level it has.
Yes.
Depending on the level, they will tell you like, yeah, your studies are recognized here in
In
Germany as
Germany,
well,
yes.
so you don't have anything else. But if your university it's
It's
not
not
there, or
yeah.
your studies are not there, you have to ask for a homologation. How do you like kind of not a translation, but you have to submit your documents, your
Yeah.
bachelor and your grades and so on, to a institution here in Germany, and they will kind of translate them, or they will find the equivalent
The equivalent
in your with your degree, and what does it mean here in
equivalent
Germany.
label.
Yeah.
So it is necessary really that you studied in your country.
Yeah.
Yes. So I know this what this the stele where what's which you mentioned it now, because I was also when I processing the visa of my previous colleague. I we also had there was also a requirement of, you know, recognizing his diploma
Yeah.
or master degree. So one thing is that your educational background is needed, that you have you studied, but how about money? Does the German government require you to have a, as you know, a sum of so, you know, amount in your bank account?
Yeah, actually, you have also two options there. The
Yeah.
first option is to open a German account here and have, I think, I don't know if it depends of the country that
Yes.
you're
Yeah.
from you're applying for, but I think in Mexico it was like around 1,000 euros or something like that.
Okay.
Because as you are not allowed to work here for the 6 months, you have to have money to survive, you know, like they want to make sure that you're not going to work in those 6 months until you have your
So you mean 1,000 per month, or you should have a 1,000 euros in your bank
I
account?
think it's the minimum is like you have to have that quantity. You have to open a bank account here in Germany.
But it is freeze. You cannot. You are not allowed to
No,
spend this money.
you have to take certain quantity of money out of the bank account per month. You know,
Yes.
like
Yeah.
you have to be very careful because they want to make sure that you're not working here without
Yes.
visa.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a frozen account.
It's a
Yeah.
frozen account.
And the second option is, if you know someone here in Germany, they can wrote a letter saying like they will take care of
Or
your
accommodations.
expenses, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
expenses. So they say like, I don't know, if you have someone here in Germany, probably like established,
Who
like
can
really,
support you?
yeah, they can they can write a letter and say like, yeah, I'm gonna support this person who is applying for this visa. He is gonna live with me, and then you don't have to open that account. They're expecting you to yeah, to pay your bills.
To pay your bills. How about, for example, you have insurance here in Germany, like health insurance,
Yeah.
or I don't know, because when I process the papers of my former colleague, they also need an the government also need an insurance in case you will they will send you back to your country, that there's
Yeah.
enough money for the transportation.
Yeah, that's the third, would say, requirement. You have
Yeah.
to hire a self health insurance for the 6 months. In Mexico was quite easy. I just look for insurance in internet, and we have
There.
some insurances in Mexico. And
Yes.
I hire one of those, and it was very simple. They give you like a certificate actually that it says like it's gonna be for this visa, or it's gonna, or this insurance is accepted in the embassy. They are certified that everyone who wants to process a visa, or go to get a visa, they can hire this health insurance. So that's also a part of the requirements. And other of the requirements, I think, is, well, this is really funny because I thought the language was one of them.
Yeah.
But in case that you have a bachelor's degree, it's not required to have a certain level of German. But, however, it is really important that if you want to work here in Germany, it's really, really important. Even though the embassy don't ask you to have a certain level of German,
Yes.
to have it, to get a
Yes.
job here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because even maybe you can get the job seeker visa without any kind of level in German, but when you are applying for jobs here in Germany, it's also important to have a certain level of German. So that's a really, how do you say, a
Uh,
job, or a thing you have to do for yourself. And
Advantage. This is a
yeah,
language. Learning the local language is really very. I have to promote this one. Very important. Not only that for seeking job, but also to understand the culture and to be integrated in the community,
yeah,
because you land in a job, land a new job, a new land, and everything is new.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, you want to come here to get your job seeker visa, but like in Germany, but if you don't know any basic German, it's gonna be really tough to find a job and to
Yes.
live here because I mean, you have to speak German all the time. So also, if you find a job here, but what about your daily life? You know, like if you
Yes.
want to go to the doctor, if you want to get some done with some government institution or something, you have to learn at least a little bit German, a basic if you want to. But it's like it's really important
Yeah.
to know about the language as well. Yeah.
Yes. So we are just lucky because we work at Conox,
Mm-hmm.
and I mentioned in the first part of this interview that we are about 41 nationalities,
Yeah.
and our main language is really English. But Taidi is very lucky to land a job there. But outside Conox world, you really have to learn the language
Yeah, German is
to
very
be,
important.
to be comfortable, to be happy here living in Germany.
Yeah, because I mean, you have to think like, yeah, I want to work in Germany. Yeah,
Yes,
that's you have it clear. But what
we
happened
want
after
to
that?
leverage our life. We want to earn money. Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
that's
Okay.
okay.
We think like you have it.
Yeah.
You get a job, it's done. But what comes after that? You have to have a life here. You have to meet
Yes.
people here. You have to know about the culture. You have to go to the doctor. You have to do a lot of things
Yes.
here. So that's why I'm saying it's really important to learn the language because you have to have like
Social life,
socialize.
social life, and
So yeah,
integration is really a part,
yeah, really
big
important.
challenge in abroad, working abroad, whenever whatever nations you are
Yeah.
going to. But
Oops.
we are talking about Germany is really very important because you know you can enjoy life here if
Mhm.
you know if you can mingle with the
Mhm.
Germans, if you can also mingle with other nationalities,
Yeah.
but knowing the culture, knowing, understanding how the mindset of the Germans is
Yeah.
really very important because I heard also that there are lots of people, they are depressed because
Eh,
they could not
yeah.
mingle, you know they
You
they
can
don't have
integrate.
any contact with the local people, women, the Germans.
Yeah.
But if you come here, you really have to take accountable. You are accountable to learn the
Yeah.
language.
I think something that helps me a lot to integrate here
Yeah,
quite fast is I wasn't expecting to find the same things that I will find in Mexico.
yeah.
Because it's of course you want like Germany is amazing. I mean I like it
I
very much
love the
here.
country. I really love the
But
country.
if you are coming here, don't expect to find the same like in Mexico because it's
Yes,
completely different. So you have to adapt of
adapt
how
and
it's the
adjust.
lifestyle
Yeah,
here. Is it's very important to know about that. And once you realize that it's not going to be the
yeah.
same, you will get it easier and important to enjoy the process, like when you are learning, when you are meeting new
Don't make.
people, when you are knowing more about the culture.
Yes,
It's really important to enjoy
to enjoy
enjoy
the
sorry
journey.
that process. Yeah,
So
exactly.
I was reading some comments on LinkedIn
Hmm.
about people here in uh, working here in Germany.
Hmm.
They are coming from different countries, and they think they mentioned that, oh, the Germans are not welcoming them, or they have the
Yeah, yeah.
feeling.
Hmm.
I can understand about integration, but I also make comments in LinkedIn. So we don't expect. First, we have to welcome Germany in our hearts
Yeah, definitely.
because
Yeah.
we come here to find a job, to leverage our life. So we don't this is only my perspective.
Hmm.
First, welcome Germany in your hearts first.
Yeah.
learn the language Learn the language so that you can learn the people, you can integrate well, and then think that the Germany will welcome you. But first, you have your own task to do, your homework
Yeah,
to
definitely,
do.
definitely. Because
Yeah,
it's really funny because I've
yeah,
watched a lot of videos about people from
yeah,
Latin America that we have kind of the same culture in Mexico with them
yes,
because we are part of the same. We are brothers,
yeah,
and they are moving here to Germany, and they are very disappointed or they getting depressed because they don't they it's not how they imagine. But the thing is, that's the first thing that I always say: don't expect to come here to Germany
To have
to
this
have the same things, because
thing.
it's not,
It's
and it
not.
doesn't mean it's bad. It's I mean it's different.
No,
It's different. It's just
the
different,
living standard is very high here,
and it's
and
different
I
culture.
just love Germany. Um, this is the criminality rate is very low.
Yeah, yeah.
You have the
Sure.
freedom.
Mhm.
The infrastructure is really super good.
Mhm.
But we are just here. We are a guest here in this country.
Yeah,
Don't
exactly.
speak too much. You have to do your work first. Learn German.
Yeah, very
And welcome
important.
German in your hearts, the Germany in your hearts. And
Like,
then people, the German people will welcome you. This is the first step. You first before the German.
and I will tell you something very emotional for me.
Yeah.
Uh, Before I applied for this visa, I studied German 3 years
Yeah.
before.
Yes.
So yes, so it was like
Which
this
level?
until B1.
So in learning German, there are lots of levels. No, you
Yeah,
start with A1,
A1.
A1, and then you end up to C2 or
Yeah, it's the last level.
less.
Yeah,
And you said now
um,
you learned 3 years
yeah. I
with
learned three
in what level? B1.
in B1.
B,
Yeah.
B1 you can already make conversation,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. It's like very kind of very simple things in the
Simple things,
life,
yeah.
like if go to the store, go to the
But
doctor.
do
Yeah.
you already have this past tense also, or
Yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
okay, simple, just simple
Yeah. Hmm.
conversation?
And
Okay.
I just want to say like it was like it wasn't something like I just think like tomorrow I'm gonna apply for this visa. It wasn't. It was a plan. I have to before I wanted to apply for a job seeker visa. I said like I want to work in Germany. I want to start German. You know,
Yeah.
B1 I think that's a pretty decent level to come here and look for a job,
Yes.
and it's something that it needs patience. Really, you have to be very patient for that, because German is not really a simple language,
It's not
but
easy.
anyone
Yeah.
can learn it really if you are disciplined and you have your objectives really clear. We can reach the level. But I just want to tell you like it's very important to be patient about it, because this is a long-term plan. It's not just like get a the visa, get a job, and it's over. No,
No,
it's come
it's a
after.
long. It's a process. No.
Yeah, exactly.
It's in progress. You cannot learn. As of course, there are people who are really very talented in language,
Yeah,
of course, but it's not. And generally, you really have to learn it,
yeah,
to learn and practice years and years. And even I am here in Germany for 31 years. My German is not perfect. I'm well with that, but at least I can I can have a
I can defend
conversation
myself. Yeah.
with the German people, and also
Hmm.
yeah.
And because it's really important, like it's very important to know yourself. Like for example, if you are very familiar, like very
Yeah.
very, like, you cannot be part of your parents for 2 3 days. I
Yeah.
mean, it's gonna be complicated if you want to move to the other side of the world.
Yes.
So that's really important to take account. Like I'm willing to be 1 2 3 years without seeing my parents. I'm
Yeah.
willing to learn for the mistakes, because when you are speaking a different language, you're gonna have a lot of embarrassing moments.
Yeah.
When you're
Yeah.
speak the language where you're gonna have a lot of embarrassing moments. So are you willing
To be
to get
embarrassed.
over, yeah, to be embarrassed, to get over those situations? Like you have to think about that things, because
Yeah.
if you are like kind of very sensitive. I'm a sensitive person, but like in this way, like to
It,
everything affects you like really hard. It's gonna be very complicated for
yeah,
you
but
to
I think if
adapt.
you have really a dream, if you have really a vision to achieve,
Yeah.
I think you have to, this is part of the price.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a part of the price. It's just like don't take it personally,
Yeah, definitely.
and learn the language. There are lots of, yeah, embarrassing moments.
Definitely, yes.
Yes, but it's just life. Take it easy and come here in Germany.
It's parallel life.
It's a better life. And I just want to have a summary.
Yeah.
So going in Germany, it is not necessarily that you have a work already or you study here a master's or bachelor. There's a possibility that you already have a diploma or a bachelor degree in
Oh my.
Mexico.
Yeah.
Oh,
Again.
enjoy the
Helicopter.
the helicopter. So it is also possible that you already have a degree. You studied in your country, particularly, for example, in your case, Mexico, and then you can apply for um, a visa for
Job seeker visa.
job seekers visa. So this visa only limits you to stay 6 months in Germany. Of course, you have to pay your insurances like health insurance and other insurance that are required by the German government.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can also have this kind of money, frozen money. But if you find someone who can really support you,
Yeah, you can ask him
you
to.
can you can ask him, and you don't need to have this a frozen bank account.
Yeah.
And then what else? So and then first the German government will recognize your diploma
Yeah, they will help you with that. If you
with
don't find a
yeah.
way in the website, they will help you.
So there's a website in your embassy, in the German embassy in your country, and for you in Mexico.
Yeah.
And there's also website in Arbeitsamt. I will write down at Arbeitsamt. This is the employment agency in Germany, and all the requirements like for the working visa, for the job seekers visa, you can find it there. But for the the diplomas, if it depends on what you are studying. If you are a doctors, you are a nurse, you are a IT specialist, you don't it is easier to find a job
Yeah,
here
definitely,
because
yes.
you they are welcome you here.
Yes.
They have a programs. For example, in the Philippines, they work with our Philippine government to give access, to easily give access and visa, give you a working visa here in Germany. But they are limited to certain kinds of professions like doctor, like IT specialist, like like other specialists in medical field. So you are just lucky if you study there in your country because it is
Yeah,
easier to welcome here in Germany.
it is.
But so there's another way. Just think about it, about the job seekers visa. So one thing also what I want to advise our viewers, that if you want to come here and have a job seekers visa, try to have a very profound job experience there in your country, in Mexico, at least 4 years. 4 years in the same field, 4 years in the same profession, not like 6 months here, another job, and you go to you have found another job, and another job, another title. No, no, you have to have a specialty. So have an experience, a deep experience in one field, so that when you come here, like Tidy can be also found in a LinkedIn. Yeah, and you can see that here she has a profound experience in logistic, in supply chain management. So when she came in Germany, it was easier to find a job and land a job in the international company like Konox,
Yeah.
our Konox family. Thank you, Konox.
Thank you. It's really good. Yeah, it's really
Yes.
good working
So
there.
this is the summary. So there's always have a possibility if you just have to empower yourself. You know that you don't have limit. You are limitless, and you can always reach your dream. Like Tidy, she's dreaming to be in Germany, to land a job in Germany, to live rich life in Germany. So now we have to celebrate life. because everything is possible.
True.
Welcome,
True.
Germany.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Melvin.
yeah. Thank you, Tidy, for for sharing your experience, because it is really very important that
Thank you.
people out there will also know that there are lots of possibilities to
Yeah.
come to Germany and to have to live this life, to have
Yeah,
a
it's
better
true.
life.
I'm very happy, and I hope this help you as well to come here and make your dreams true.
Yeah. Bye bye.
Bye.
God bless.
Good.
Good.